Welcome back. I'm Mr. Monty, and the last time we were together was during Lesson 9, the tutorial video number 1. This is going to be Lesson 9, tutorial video number 2, where with a different expression, we're going to factor using the same technique we used last time. The first two things I want to do, I want to find two numbers that add together to equal the B term. Okay, this is B, minus 7. Then I want to find two numbers that multiply together that is the same as A times C, or 1 times 12, which is 12. Okay, in order to do that, let's start a factor tree for the number 12, for this 12. Okay? First thing we can do is go 1 times 12. The second thing we can do is go 2 times 6. 3 times 4. Good job. Okay. We also want to focus on the fact that we have a minus 7 up there. So let's make sure if we go minus 1 times minus 12, we get a positive 12. Minus 2 times minus 6, we get a 12. Minus 3 times a minus 4, we get minus 7. Okay, let's try these in here and see which one we like. 1 plus 12. 1 plus 12, that's not a minus 7. 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6, that's not a minus 7 either. You know, we need this minus in here. Let's go down to the minuses. If we go down to the minuses, minus 3 minus 4 gives us a minus 7. Awesome. We like that one. Minus 3 times a minus 4 gives us a positive 12. Good job. Now, taking these factors, let's see what we can do in here. First thing we do, bring down the x squared and bring down the 12. Now, we're actually going to use these values and put them in there for the middle terms. So the minus 3x and the minus 4x. Awesome. Now, I'm going to move this minus over just a little bit, and we're going to put brackets around this. Okay. Now let's find the common term. What can we pull out of this first one here? Well, this is x times x, and this is minus 3 times x. What's common to both? The x. X times the quantity. X times something gives the x squared. If I pulled one of them out, I have one of them left over. Then, here, oh, I pulled one of the x's out. That left a minus 3. So the first one has been factored. Now let's look at the second one. How can we factor this second one? Well, we have a minus 4 and an x. And then over here, well, we've got to come up with two terms that are, okay, minus 3 and minus 4. Good job. What can we pull out of both of those? A minus 4 is common to both. Let's try that. Minus 4 times the quantity. Minus 4 times something gives me minus 4x. Oh, we left the x in there. Minus 4 times minus 3, so minus 3. Minus 4 times x is minus 4x. Minus 4 times minus 3, minus 12. Good. Now, if you remember what we did in the last one, we wanted to find the common. What can we factor out of this expression? Now, this is the hard part, I agree. But x minus 3 is common to both. Let's write that. X minus 3 is common to both. So we pulled that out. Now, what's left? If we pulled this out and this out, what's left here? X minus 4. Good job. So now our original x squared minus 7x plus 12 has been factored to x minus 3 times x minus 4. Good job. Always want to learn to check our answer. Let's try that. We're going to use FOIL. So the first terms, outside, inside, last. So, F, that's the first terms. X times x, we get x squared. Outside, x times, now make sure, outside term is that minus 4. Don't forget your minus. X times minus 4 gives me minus 4x. I, inside. Inside, don't forget the minus. Minus 3 times x, minus 3x. And the last, minus 3 times a minus 4 gives me a positive 12. Add the like terms. X squared minus 7x plus 12. It checks. Cool. So, lesson 9 revisited. This was part 2 using the same technique of factoring. So I can factor an expression using this technique. That was our objective. And we did it. And we checked it so we know we got the right answer. That completes lesson 9 video tutorial number 2. Next time you come back, we're going to do the same technique using the tic-tac-toe method. Tic-tac-toe is a little bit confusing when you first see it, but it really helps out when you have big numbers that you have to factor and the teacher says, no calculators today. So we'll see you again for lesson 9 tutorial number 3.